It's that feeling when you forget your daily routines, your work, and other responsibilities of a grown-up. It's when you're placid, when you are in a congruous place to decompress and unwind yourself. Mild temperature, friendly faces around you upon arrival, fellow travelers, and prospect of doing absolutely nothing for the next 20 days. Time to unplug and truly enjoy your life. We got off of the speedboat in Koh Tui village. The ride was pleasant and not too long, about 40 minutes. After getting off of the pier, we immediately saw a number of bars, restaurants, and other services for backpackers that are usually offered in such destinations. This was our first resort where we stopped for a few days. A very nice boss/administrator sorted us out and checked us into this amazing tree house with this great view. Even though we were super tired after the trip to the island, we decided to start enjoying the place right away. This resort was chosen because, in our opinion, it was the best to the point of arrival. Other resorts in Koh Tui appeared to be too crowded and dense. Tree house gives an impression of privacy, and it stands out because the huts are raised on stilts, almost over the crushing waves, and when you wake up, first thing that you see is the ocean. If you are looking for a change of picture, it will suit you well and leave positive impressions. The beach was okay, though not too comfortable for swimming because of the rocks in the sea. Nevertheless, we found a couple of spots to enjoy the view and fly the drone to capture nice shots. We didn't explore much that first day because we were overwhelmed with the beauty of the place, and I was super excited to fly my drone and learn how to use it. I was so excited to spot the wooden pier, so I made Dasha pose for a shot. It's a great place to stay if it's your first time on Koh Rong. I say this because tree house is blocked by the trees and rocks from left and right, so you can't see much. But whatever the view offers is good enough for starters. The rest of the island will surely surprise you with much more stunning views. Now let me guide you through our second destination, Beach Walk Resort. Look at this cute ladle to wash your feet before you go inside your room. Check out the raked sand and how everything is clean and tidy. We rented a place in the third row of houses from the beach because it was the cheapest. It was also high season, the beginning of February. Here is the restaurant, reception and bar with the swimming pool. That's the second and first row of the rooms with more privacy because they are detached. It's a very short and pleasant walk to the beach. The sand is nice and soft. There was some construction going on the left, but it didn't bother us at all. As you pass by the pool, a spacious area with palm trees meets your eye, with more facilities and things to do. If you're feeling like working out, there is a tiny gym for you. The space between the water and the restaurant is very well planned and designed to give impression of relaxation and forever holiday. People just hang out there. There is an option of ordering anything from the bar. The waiters cruise around the residents on the beach and ask if they want something every hour or so. There is also an option to use SUPs or kayaks for free, of course. The beach itself is pretty long, I'd say about 150 to 200 meters length. We really enjoyed our stay there. It would be a crime not to mention the forest on the island. It's stunning. Lush green masses of trees, bushes and grass surround you all the time when you ride a bike. I was taken away by flying my drone in this green maze of local flora. Here we stopped in the middle of the island to enjoy and appreciate this green paradise. Our third destination was Sweet Dreams Resort. It's on Pagoda Beach, which looks really beautiful in the high tide. This is low tide on the video. Let's take a closer look at the resort. Each little house is separated from each other. We lived in the second row from the beach, which, as we decided, was better because we had more privacy. There are several resorts along the Pagoda Beach. Each one is more or less of the same class. But the most popular beach for chilling is in Secret Garden Resort. After enjoying Sweet Dreams for a couple of days, we rented a scooter and went exploring other parts of the island. We knew that there is a place with white sand which is a long coastal line called Soksan Beach, and while looking for the way to the beach we came across with this non-functioning resort with a beautiful path to the water. I think I only saw this kind of sand on Koh Tui Island in Thailand, and walking on the sand made this particular squeaky sound which reminded me of walking on snow.
Песок скрипит.
Now here's a funny episode that happened to us. I flew the drone and let it hang a couple of meters above the water, left the drone controller at the beach and went to play in the water with Dasha. But at right this point, the drone suddenly descended a little for some reason. It was high tide time and the waves were dangerously close to the drone, and when I noticed, I started to run to get my controller and ask Dasha to get closer to the drone and put a hand underneath the thing to make it think that it was really close to a solid object and ascend a little. That was a scary moment. Soksan Natura Beach Resort was the last place where we stayed on Koh Rong, and it was the cheapest in our plan. There are cheaper places, of course, that you can stay, but we needed at least a little bit of comfort. It's a small resort with only 12 rooms, 2 rooms per building, poorly equipped, meaning no AC and no hot water. The reason we chose it was the beach itself. It's located on Soksan Beach, and we heard that people come to this spot for sunset shots because nothing obscures the sun when it goes below the horizon. That's where we played with the waves a lot. We spent the most of the daytime in the waves, which were crashing upon us again and again. This is the neighboring resort called Long Beach. The roof that you can see is the roof of the restaurant there. And on the night of Chinese New Year's Eve, they started to do fireworks in front of this restaurant, and the fireworks system just dropped down on the beach and started to shoot the fireworks all over the place. I got a little bit scared that one of the fireworks would get me, so I hid behind the column, and when the fireworks stopped, I wanted to go and help to put out the fire, but when I saw that they were putting out the fire with sticks but not the fire extinguishers, I decided not to risk it and just, watch and see what happens. It took them some time to put it out, but eventually they did it and everything was okay. But it was a shame to see that a quarter of the restaurant roof was damaged. As we were exploring the island, we noticed that in spite of all the wonders of the place, there were 2 things that sometimes were getting literally in our faces. I'm talking about trash and slatternliness. For instance, this piece of the road reminded me of post-apocalyptic spleen that you experience when you watch a movie in this genre. Rusty, broken fence which creaked and screeched in windy weather was giving us uneasy thoughts and made us want to get away to a place less depressing. Trash scattered along some parts of the beautiful shore looked completely incongruous. Plastic all over the place. This is actually one of the best coastal lines. It's Soksan Beach that I was talking about earlier. It wasn't there a day ago, but after a heavy rain, plastic was covering the whole beach. Guests of the island had to collect it for 2 or 3 days. I'm not sure where it's coming from, but one day the beach was clean and the next day it was covered with plastic trash. It was on the sand, it was in the water, it was in the grass, it was everywhere. This resort is located just before you enter Soksan village. It's a really cozy spot with excellent beach and tranquil vibe. We found it accidentally and spent the whole afternoon there. Golden Beach Resort was a fancy restaurant for us. It's a little pricey, but it's worth it. Toto Pizza. A young couple from the UK recommended it to us and we decided to give it a try. And I have to say that we didn't regret it. We ate there 2 times and would visit it more if we knew about it earlier. It's a new Italian joint which was opened in February 2024. Superb food, service and gorgeous view on Soksan village and Soksan beach coastal line. I'd like to finish this video on a high and just want to say that we were lucky to be on Koh Rong in such a great location, where we looked at the sunset for the last few days of our stay on the island.